Good afternoon. Again, I am Judge Sonia Brown, the presiding judge for the trial of the state of Georgia versus Matthew Scott Lanz, 22-900-922. We are present here in the open courtroom. Present of the court, the clerk, the court reporter, Mr. Lanz. He is represented by Attorney Jimmy Berry, and the state is represented by Assistant District Attorneys Green and Horowitz. In the Superior Court of Cobb County, state of Georgia, the state of Georgia versus Matthew Scott Lanz, defendant, criminal action file number 22-900-922. Non-jury judgment after bench trial. Defendant having waived his right to trial by jury, the parties having consented to a bench trial before the court, and the bench trial having commenced at November 17th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Now, therefore, after considering the evidence admitted during the bench trial, the parties' arguments, and the applicable law, the court finds as follows. As to count 1, malice murder, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 2, malice murder, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 3, felony murder, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 4, felony murder, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 5, felony murder, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 6, felony murder, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 7, home invasion, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 8, aggravated assault, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 9, aggravated assault, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 10, possession of firearm during commission of a felony, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 11, possession of firearm during commission of a felony, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 12, cruelty to children in the second degree, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. As to count 13, tampering with evidence, the court finds the defendant, Matthew Scott Lanz, guilty. This 20th day of November 2025, signed and affixed with my signature, Judge Sonia N. Brown. Would you all like to take a look at the form?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Madam Clerk, if you would please enter this non-jury judgment after bench trial into the record of the court. Thank you. All right, I will hear from the state and the defense regarding sentencing.
Your Honor, we have talked. I know that the state has quite a large number of people that want to speak. I think it probably would be wise to start that in the morning, so we can get through what it's tomorrow.
Okay. State.
We don't have any objection to that. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so we will stand in recess until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, in which time both the state and the defense will have an opportunity to present arguments and any statements from any victim impact statements or statements in mitigation on behalf of Mr. Lanz.
Thank you.
All right, we'll stand in recess until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Oh, one moment.
Hold on.
Oh, one moment, please. Court is still in session.
Your Honor, just for the record, and I apologize for not putting this on the record prior, but as for your deliberations, the following exhibits were not provided to Your Honor.
Thank you.
That was State's Exhibit 670, an ATF crime lab report, State's 671, another ATF lab report, State's 917, which was the Google search history, State's 607, which was the ZevTech OZ9 of the defendant's gun. State's Exhibit 468 was not an exhibit. It was never tendered. It wasn't missed. It just was never, that number was never used.
Okay.
And then finally, of course, we did not provide Your Honor with Master Drive A, which contains State's Exhibits 5, 7, 4, 460, 462, 463, 464, 465, 466, 467, 469, 470, 471, 472, 473, 474, 481, 685, and 686.
Okay.
Thank you.
Attorney Barry?
We agree with that.
Okay. Right, and all the evidence has been brought and placed back in court.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll stand in recess until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Deputies, we do have a status hearing. Well, Floyd, I guess not the fast. I have a status hearing at 1:30 on a separate case.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll be in session at 1:30, but it's on a separate case.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.